preparation, you know, is what breeds greatness. The talent, the flash, all this shit, that shit don't mean nothing. Having this shit together and that shit, preparation keeps peace. You don't stress when it's 2 seconds on the clock. You don't already ran the play to win the game. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds of times over and over and over again. So that shit just like motherfucking water. You feel me?
Welcome to Road to Billions Podcast, the mentality of an entrepreneur. With your host, Moise Bertrand.
I'm that nigga. Shout out to you guys, man. I just wanted to go ahead and do a new intro. And, you know, I sometimes get in the mood of changing things up sporadically. And as you guys can see, I went ahead and plugged in a Diddy intro before the whole podcast started. Shout out to Diddy. Hopefully one day, you know, I'll be working with Revolt and my podcast will be one of the greatest. But for now, you know, we're just going to admire the wise words from him about preparation is one of the biggest foundations in life. You get me? When you prepare, you don't really be afraid. You only be afraid of the things you don't prepare for. And for instance, I know a lot of us who went to school and everything like that, and even if you didn't go to school, let's just say you went to high school, right? You had an exam that you know you didn't study for, and you guys already know where I'm going with this. You're very much nervous because you don't know how you're going to go past this exam, how you're going to go about this class, so forth. You weren't prepared. And just like your professor or teacher would say, come to class prepared. And a lot of people overlook that because they think they could wing it. And a lot of times I feel like I wasn't prepared, but I was really prepared. I was thinking about the situation like thousands of times in my mind. So I was preparing for a plan before the worst case, if that makes sense. Sometimes I didn't study for real. And at the times I didn't study, you know, I passed still. You feel me? But I'm talking about the whole foundation of not everybody having that liberty of not preparing. Sometimes you can wing it, but it's not advisable. It's not recommended. It's not something that's gonna grant you constant success. Now you're just gambling. You get me? So whether or not you believe it or not, preparation is the foundation to all success. You prepare when you start your LLC. You prepare when you first know what you want to do when you get into business. You prepare for the worst case scenario, but you still prepare for the best. You prepare for everything before it actually happens because preparation is the foundation of everything. So you have to prepare. You have to make sure you have a solid foundation in all areas of your life. If one area is lacking, you have to prepare that foundation. Prepare that area. You have everything in your life, but you're unhappy. Prepare yourself to be happy. Prepare yourself to be married. Prepare yourself to be loved on. How do you prepare yourself how do you prepare these things to come to your life? You act as if. Like I spoke about the last podcast, you know, act as if. Be that person. You get me? Be that person already. How do you win an NBA championship? You prepare like an NBA championship caliber team. You get me? How do you be the best in your workspace? You prepare on being the best. It's simple. So whether or not you believe it or not, preparation breeds success. You get me? Collaboration breeds success. All these things breed success. But when you have preparation in your life, when you know the plans and steps about how you're going to go about certain things and acquire certain things, you have no fear about what direction you're going into. You get me? You only know things for what you know them for. So if you only know that you have a test tomorrow without knowing nothing about the test, nothing about what's going to be asked, you aren't prepared. And therefore, whatever consequence is meant to take action after that is you. You get me? So preparation, it focuses on any aspect and every aspect in life. You prepare for everything in life. If you don't prepare, you fail. You get me? Where if you prepare to succeed, you will eventually succeed. I don't want you guys to get in the mindset of, I'm going to get it done tomorrow. No, prepare for it tomorrow. At least get something done today so tomorrow could just be a lighter day. You get me? Sometimes I don't like doing everything all at once. Sometimes when somebody needs a marketing strategy for content to grow their business, to grow their audience, to grow their brand, I'm not focused on doing everything all in one day because I learned that that's not me. My success comes from bits and pieces of taking care of one thing that leads up to something greater. You get me? I set the foundation. I planted the seed of the foundation of Road to Billions. Road to Billions 5-10 years from now is going to be one of the biggest and best podcasts. That's for real. This is history being made, you guys. This is not something I'm bullshitting because I'm being consistent and I'm preparing for it. You know, I'm dropping videos. I'm having things together. I'm preparing for great things to come into my life, for blessings, for miracles. You should have the expectation of things coming into your life, whether or not your situation describes it for what it is. I don't care if you're rich. I don't care if you're broke. You could be rich tomorrow. You could be broke tomorrow the same day. You know? So when I tell you guys, you only are the person who's creating them barriers in your life. Don't let nobody else change the way you think about yourself. You're great. So prepare to be greatness. You get me? You're already great. You're already smart. So prepare to be a genius. You're already successful. So prepare to be wealthy. You get me? Prepare to be accomplished. All these things, preparation, man. I want you guys to be great. I'm not somebody who is perfect. I'm not somebody who isn't perfect. You get me? I'm just someone who works at the best capabilities that my body and mind performs at. I want to operate at the highest frequency ever. I want to be at somewhere different in life, which I am. I constantly see myself next year going up. The next following days, next following weeks going up. So I'm never not preparing for what's to come. I'm always preparing for greatness. And if it does go right, I prepared for the best. And if it doesn't go right, I'm still not putting that energy out there because everything I put out there will come to fruition. And everything I do put out there will be successful. So I'm only preparing for success at the end of the day. So I want you guys to take the same mindset, preparation, prepare your morning, prepare your bed, prepare your mindset, prepare everything that needs to be built. You know, don't waste no time, man. So I appreciate you guys for listening to Road to Billions podcast. It's been an amazing journey. You guys check out all the episodes that's going on. It's trending. It's going well. Also the YouTube channel, billionaire_moist. You know, you guys just been amazing viewers. You guys been amazing listeners. For everybody who's been tuning in lately, man, I appreciate you guys. For the new listeners, for the old listeners, once again, man, keep chasing your dreams, man. Road to Billions podcast. I'm out.